Hey, and welcome to I Want to Be a Gym Leader. My name is Justin Curtis, and today this is a different type of episode. It's going to be a bit of a trial and error type thing because it's a new series that I want to try and do. But today I have the lovely guest, Andrew.
Hey buddy, how's it going? Nice to be here.
Hey, Andrew, some northern guy, is here to give me a little hand with my first episode of the series. Hopefully, I can continue from. So it's going to be a bit of a if you was a gym leader and you can customize your whole gym to trainers, to location, to everything. I'm going to ask Andrew a few questions to see what he would do as gym and how it would look like.
Very much looking forward to this. This is always something I guess sort of daydream about, I guess. Like
Yeah,
what if Pokemon was real and things. So mate, I'm really looking forward to this.
yeah, it'd be pretty awesome. I'd love to see, and I'd love for you to show me what your gym will all be about and the principles behind it.
Definitely. I mean, I've did this. I did a video on this about a year ago. But I think it's sort of changed slightly since then. So it's been a good little refresher for me as well.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. If you want to watch that video, I'll be in link in the description below to have a little look at Sonorna Guy's first video of when he was talking about gym. But hopefully, a year later, you decide to change a few things. Maybe a couple new games come out, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an idea or two that might be different.
So let's start off with the first question on my list, which is leader name. So, what would be your leader name?
Well, obviously gym leader. I wouldn't, I guess some of the gym leaders sort of have they have like a nickname, don't they? So
Yeah.
um, what is electric surges? It's like the striking American or something like that. There's something stupid. But I don't know what my nickname would be, but I'd probably my like trainer in-game name, I guess, would be Gym Leader North. Because I guess Gym Leader Northern guy sounds a little weird, but I guess it could be Gym Leader North, the Northern Guy would
That would
be
be pretty
like
cool.
my
Yeah.
my gym leader name and nickname. Yeah, we'll go
Yeah,
with that. I like
and
that.
the location of the gym will just totally be in South, wouldn't it? Just, just for
Yeah. Maybe like the south, maybe like Southern Kalos, so that bit you can't actually see. It'll
yeah.
be that whole area is my gym.
But yeah, if you had the chance of it, where would your location of this gym be? Like what generation and what region would it be?
With generation, I mean, I have had a little think about what Pokemon I would use for this, and I would use some Gen 7, so it would be like Generation 7, I guess, but the location, I'd want it to be in Sinnoh,
Yeah.
just because it's my favorite region. Not necessarily my favorite games. I mean, they are, like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum are up there in my favorite games, but it's my favorite region. There's just something about it I love. I love like the whole like mythos behind it and the legends of Sinnoh and things. And the city I'd have it in, I'd want it to be in Canalave. For some reason, I just really like Canalave City.
Well,
It's
that's
literally
actually
just
quite good.
like a canal, and that's all it is.
So your gym is just gonna be in the middle of nowhere, just like by the canal.
Pretty much, just chilling. I don't even like steel types that much, and that's the steel type gym in Sinnoh. But yeah, I just like that city. I think it's because it's got the library there, and it's sort of quite a pivotal point in terms of the legends, like the legendary story is in the kind of Canalave library. So I think that's why I've always liked that city. But yeah,
Hmm.
I'd have it there definitely.
That'd be awesome. Well, with gyms, you have a certain number of to your gym, so you can't get to this gym until you go to the first one. So, what number would you want to put your gym at? Would you say?
Um, I wouldn't want to be one of the first, but I wouldn't want to be the last. I'd probably be either the sixth or seventh, like getting towards the end, but not the final hurdle, I
Yeah,
think.
so it's a bit of a challenge because it's not going to be an easy gym, but however, it's not the top gym. It would be an awesome place to be.
Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge, but I want to help people grow. Like if I was a gym leader, I want our battle to be like training them and helping them bring out the best and things. And I think if you're the last gym leader, you're sort of expected to like be that final hurdle before the Elite Four.
Oh
But
yeah,
like the early, but like the earlier gyms are like training you and preparing you up to that point. So, but I wouldn't want to be like a cakewalk. I'd want to be at least difficult.
Yeah, you want to have some challenge to your gym. So, got a location, your name. So, speciality, what type of Pokemon would you have in your gym?
Well, it's a bit of a weird one, this, because my mascot is Gliscor,
Yeah,
obviously.
as always, yeah.
Ground flying type. But my favorite type is fighting. It's just every single team I have to have a fighting type Pokemon. It's just something I started doing. I can't even remember when I started doing it. I think it was Gen 4, actually, I started doing it. And every single generation I've had a fighting type. So I'd have a fighting type gym.
Oh, that's surprising. I would definitely imagine that. Bloody hell. That'd be pretty cool, yeah. That'd be pretty awesome. I would love to see like a proper fighting gym.
They're cool. I mean, like, I think of the fighting type gym leaders, and there's oh God, what, I'm terrible with names. Is it Maylene from Gen 4, the girl with the Lucario?
Oh,
And
yeah.
then there's that one from Kalos, Karina, which is a girl with a Lucario.
There seems to be a theme right there.
There does. I would like to point out I do not have Lucario on my team for that
Okay.
exact reason.
Thank you. I thought it's just going to be a running theme with all fighting gyms, you know?
Pretty much. It's all it is. It's Machoke, Lucario, every single fighting gym.
So, I would like you now to describe what your gym would look like. What type of theme would you have in your gym?
Okay, brilliant. This is the bit I've been looking forward to the most. So this is the same as what I said in my video. You like anime, correct?
Hell
You're a
yeah.
fan of the animes? You like
Love the
Dragon Ball?
animes. Oh, I love Dragon Ball, yeah.
Brilliant, because my gym would be set out at like the Tenkaichi Budokai fighting arena.
Oh, God,
So it would
yes.
be a big stadium. It would have the big square fighting stage,
Yeah.
and it basically look almost exactly like that arena. And like, can I explain a bit of like the puzzle of what
Yeah,
people
go
would have
ahead.
to do?
Yeah,
So
what would they have to do?
so it'd basically be like a tournament. So they'd have to fight 3 trainers in a row,
Yeah.
back to back, taking them on with only X amount of Pokemon. So if that trainer has 1 Pokemon, they can only use 1 Pokemon. And before they go into the battle, they have to decide who to bring. So it's not like you can use all 6 and gang up on someone with like some little kid with like a Machop or something. You can't just like
So
bring
that'd be
all
pretty
6
cool.
of
So
them.
you want like a system where if they go in with whatever amount of Pokemon the trainer facing them would be the same amount, yeah?
Yeah.
That'd
So
be
it'll either
pretty
be
cool.
1-on-1, 2-on-2 or whatever. And then they have to beat these 3 trainers in a row without having a break to heal. So they can choose different Pokemon,
Yeah.
but if they want to keep using the same Pokemon over and over again, they can't heal it.
That'd be pretty
Um,
good. That'd be a really good idea.
I think sounds great because I think gyms are great, but when you think about like the gym trainers and like who doesn't leave before they do the gym leader fully heal or sometimes leave in between halfway to the gym. If it's a very big gym with a lot of trainers,
Yeah.
you might fight half of them, go out, heal up, come back, and sort of defeats the point. But this way they have to beat all of them without healing up, and then I'm not evil. They can heal up before they fight me because I want to take them on at full strength.
Yeah. Come at me with your full strength.
Come at me with your like Pidgey on like 2 HP. So
Oh,
that'd be the idea. They have to beat these trainers back to back in the fighting arena. If you want to get into real like if this was real world, then if their Pokemon falls out the arena, they're eliminated, just like in Dragon Ball.
oh, that'd be cool. I would love
And
that.
then that'd be so much fun, like adding extra rules and things like that in the real world. And then they beat these 3 trainers, and then they can fight me.
That'd be so cool. So, what type of trainers will be they facing? This is the next question. Trainer classes as well as what type of Pokemon would they have?
Okay, so trainer classes, I'd have 3 trainers. The first one would be a youngster, and he would have a Machoke.
Okay, cool.
So nice and easy to start off. The
Yeah.
second one would be a karate. Oh, they got there's just black belt. That's it. The second one would be a black belt, and he'd have a Medicham. Sort of get the whole like the key and energy because it's part psychic type going in there.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Yeah.
And then the third one would be a battle girl, and she would have Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee.
Oh, That'll be just bringing back like the class to it as well as just. I would love to see that. Just them going up and it's like, oh yeah, what's next? Like surprising the trainer that's facing.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
I mean, I'm tempted to give her Hitmontop as well. Actually, I might. You know what?
Oh, no, that's it.
I might revisit that. I think. Can we do that bit again?
Okay, let's do that again. Let's just keep going. So, what would you change then?
Well, what I'd change, I keep the kid with the Machoke,
Yeah.
and then the second battle would have 2 Pokemon. So I'd give him Medicham or Medicam, and I'd give him who should I give him? I'd give him Pangoro.
Oh yeah.
So the black belt would have Medicham and Pangoro, so like psychic and dark like thing going on there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then the third trainer would be the battle girl. She'd have Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and Hitmontop. So she'd have all 3 Hitmons.
That'd be awesome. I would love to see.
So
Yeah, because that would be just an upgrade to. Because I remember back in the days when the trainers did have both of them or one of them. I would love to see all 3 together. That'd be a really good challenge.
Yeah, it was it was in red and blue, if it's what I'm thinking of. It's red and blue, and it was in the fighting dojo, and the karate master had, or the leader of that quote unquote gym had Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, and if you beat him, you got to pick one, and you could take one. But not in my gym. No freebies.
No freebies. You ain't getting anything after me. So...
But I'd want it. Sorry, but I'd want it to be like the 1 Pokemon, 2 Pokemon, 3 Pokemon, just to sort of like build up and get harder and harder and harder.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to change that.
That's pretty cool. I'd love to see those 3 trainers. So talk about the 3 trainers. Now, the most important one to face at the end would be you, the actual gym leader. So what type of Pokemon would you have then?
Well, I'd have 5 Pokemon.
Yeah.
On my team, and where the other 3 they've had to bring the same amount of Pokemon that the trainer uses. With me, they can bring all 6, so it'll be a 6-on-5 battle because I want to fight them at full strength, So my first team member,
you're just like fight me at your full strength. Don't do the same. You have to face me at full.
Mate, I am like Goku all the way. It's like Goku wouldn't want to fight someone at half strength. He'd want him to go all out, wouldn't he? So keep him with the theme, if anything. So my first Pokemon would be Primeape.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want a moveset or anything, but I'd have like the TM for all my Pokemon. See if you can figure out what it is when I'm going through these movesets.
Okay.
So I'd have Primeape. And his moveset, he'd have Close Combat, Rock Slide, U-Turn, and Bulk Up. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to make it too easy for them, so I've got some coverage in there. So all my Pokemon are going to have a coverage move of some kind. So he's got Rock Slide and U-Turn, covers flying types and psychic types, and Close Combat just because fighting type.
Yeah.
Next member, I'd have Hawlucha, one of my favorite Gen 6 Pokemon. And just like his typing's amazing. Like fighting flying type is just incredible. So I'd give him acrobatics, flying press, double team, and bulk up. Because I sort of think the whole idea of double team really suits him with the playstyle. It's like the after image technique from Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah.
It's like exactly the same thing. So that'll work really well. Next up, third team member, if you somehow beat Hawlucha, would be Passimian, who I used really recently on Ultra Sun, and I thought, its whole idea is designed around double battles and stuff. It's going to be terrible in singles, and it is absolutely phenomenal. Like, I can't stress enough how good this thing actually is, like in the in-game.
Yeah.
Moveset for him, I'm not too certain. He'd have Close Combat, definitely. He'd have Bulk Up.
Yeah.
I think he can learn Brutal Swing. I'm fairly sure he can. If he does, I'd give him that. I'm just trying to check right now. Yes, he can. So Brutal Swing, that deals with your psychic types and stuff.
Yeah.
And then probably something for flying types. I don't know if he can learn Ice Punch or Rock Slide. I really should have checked this.
That was right.
He can learn He can learn Rock Slide. He can learn Rock Slide. So cool. We'll give him some nice coverage moves. Pretty much the same as Primeape, really, I guess. But substituting U-Turn for Brutal Swing. And then next up, almost at the end, not the ace in the hole quite yet, and have Beware, another Gen 7 Pokemon. But again, absolutely bloody brilliant Pokemon. Fighting normal types, I can sort of see people bringing a lot of ghost types to a fighting gym, because I know I do. And Beware was sort of be like, I guess a counter to that, because I give him Brutal Swing. It's just a brilliant physical dart move. Super effective against ghost types, which I know you love your ghost types.
Oh yeah, I love my ghost types. Yeah.
But they'd be like, it's a fighting type. Oh, no, wait, no, it's a normal type. My ghost type moves don't work. And it's like, gotcha. And then, hit him with the brutal swing. Hammer arm and U-turn for stab and bulk up. Have you figured out what the TM is yet?
Oh, maybe. We'll talk about that afterwards.
And the ace in the hole, the main hitter in my team, my number one Pokemon would be Infernape, because I'm in the Sinnoh region. It would be my starter Pokemon. My story would be Chimchar was my starter in Sinnoh. Infernape's my strongest Pokemon. Actually, in the games as well, it's the first Pokemon I leveled to level 100.
Yeah.
I've still got it as well. It's an Infernape for Platinum from like years ago. I've still got it on Ultra Sun.
Awesome.
And his moveset would be Flamethrower, Close Combat, Thunder Punch, and Bulk Up. So that would be my team. Loads of powerful fighting types and decent coverage in there, and some of my favorite Pokemon. I mean, Beware and Infernape, but just Bays for life.
No, it's definitely going to be such a challenge to go against that team. That just sounds absolutely amazing.
Definitely, come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. So, if by some chance they luckily beat that team, I would find it hard. So, what type of gym badge would you give them then?
So I'd give them. Originally, I called this the Key badge, but I'm going to change it and call it the Force badge.
Force, okay.
The Force badge, and it would sort of look like a blast of Ki energy from Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah.
So it's sort of like a, or I guess it could maybe look like like the Super Saiyan aura type of thing.
Oh yeah.
There's something along that theme, like it's like a force or an energy getting like projectiled.
That'd be pretty cool. So like the badge will just be breaking off the side of the force beam, and then that'll look cool.
Yeah, something like that.
That'd be pretty awesome. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. I mean, I wish I could sort of like design one to show you, but I am just awful at designing things.
It's fine. We'll see what we can come up with. I'll try and put something together, see what I can make.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, either that or it might look like a small Kamehameha.
Like a small Kamehameha, possibly.
Sort of like a little
Hadouken.
circle. like a Hadouken. Yeah, a Hadouken. It'll look exactly like a Hadouken from Street Fighter.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can put that together. So that badge is pretty sick, but one of the most important things after it, what TM would you get,
Well, if you haven't guessed it by now, I'd give them the TM for Bulk Up, which is a pretty overlooked move. I mean, I think you get it from Brawly in Generation 3. But what it does is it boosts your attack and defense by 1 stage every time you use it.
Yeah.
And the reason I'd have Bulk Up is because it is the closest thing I could think of to Kaioken from Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah.
So keeping with the whole theme, every time Goku uses Kaioken, he stacks it and stacks it, like times 3, times 4, whatever. His speed, his attack, all his attributes increase, like all his stats. And it's pretty much Bulk Up. It increases your attack and defense by 1 stage every time you use it. So, yeah Kaioken.
That's definitely Kaioken, yeah. Oh, that's pretty awesome.
You can tell I definitely have a lot of time on my hands.
This gym sounds absolutely amazing, and
that would be cool if they like little cheeky plug out to our boy Lynk Cable. I really want him to do a Pokemon Dragon Ball crossover video. Like, he loves those things. And I am there. I will talk about that all night. They are like my 2 things growing up as a kid: Pokemon and Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Super. I've been hell into that.
It's finished now. Don't get me started, because I could literally be here for hours.
So, after one of the main thing that happened after you beat a gym, I'd be surprised if anyone beats your gym. But after they beat your gym, you normally get to say your final goodbyes to the trainer that's got to be moving on to the next gym. So what would you say to that trainer before they leave?
Well, after the whole usual, here's your gym badge, here's your TM, this is what it does, well, my little goodbye to them would be something along the lines of saying, you've proven your skills and your resourcefulness. Both of these are invaluable on your quest to the top. And then I'd end it with a totally not copyrighted "May the Force be with you." because I just gave them the Force badge.
Oh, that is so amazing. I'm absolutely amazed by your gym, and I would love to see this. Let's just hit up Nintendo right now and get this gym
I'll
made.
I'll I'll tweet them right now. Get me on the phone to Junichi Masuda. I will have chats. We Game Freak, listen to me. You need to do this. Get on the line to Toriyama.
Get this done. So,
Get the rights to Dragon Ball.
thank you very much for joining me on my first episode. It's been absolutely
No, man,
amazing.
thank you for having me. This has been really fun. I think people are going to like this series, and I cannot wait to hear what some of the other Poketubers have to say about their gyms. I think there's going to be some really good ideas out there.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna get a few more Poketubers, see what they say, and hopefully I'll get a Link on here soon. So this has been the first episode of I Want to Be a Gym Leader, and thank you for my guest, as always, some Northern guy.
Thank you very much for having me, just to the Curtis.
So,
Nobody else, just Curtis.
just me. Link in the description if you want to go to his channel. He does amazing videos, as always, and
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have him on my video, as always.
Well, thank you very much for getting me on the first episode. This has been a real honor. Thank you.
But thank you very much, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.
See you guys. Keep training. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.